So, good morning. I'm Karen with Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And today I am doing the personal growth reading for Cancer. So, welcome, Cancer. If this reading, because this is a personal growth reading, it talks about like what we want to change or what we're working on. Definitely, if this doesn't resonate, look at your rising and moon signs for sure. Also, I believe these are timeless, although I will be posting these. This is end of April through last week of Aprilish to the, last, golly, May. So I'm using Lightseer today, and we're going to take a look at the basis of the issue, the blocks that we have, fears and obstacles, strengths, actions to take, and an outcome. So there's quite a few cards here. And this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. And like I said, I feel like these are timeless. You can look back and on other past videos. I do have playlists, and I add these to the personal growth playlist. Okay, let's get started here, Cancer. Actually, nope, this says shuffle a couple more times. Little messages that come in. We want this reading. Ugh. Okay, that didn't count. There. Let's get this done, Cancer. Okay. You guys are patient people, but I know sometimes like it's not. So the basis of the issue, Hangman and Queen of Cups. Blocks. What's blocking you? I gotta move some stuff out of the way, excuse me. Page of Swords, the Moon, fears and obstacles, the Hermit, and Empress, strengths. Wow, interesting. Nine of Swords and Two of Pentacles, actions, Temperance and Justice, and outcome I'll leave over there. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this is already something you're working on. Because Seven of Pentacles is about seeds we've planted and things that we're working on and nurturing and helping grow. Or this is something that is an effect about something that where you've planted seeds and you are planting ideas or whatever. So this overall situation is the Queen of Cups and Hangman. And I feel like that is really about feeling stuck. So there's something in your life that's making you feel really stuck, and I feel like this is about either love or what's close to your heart, because it's the Queen of Cups. And I feel like, whatever the situation is right now you're in a position of really contemplating some kind of love situation. Well, as we get into the reading, it might make more sense whether this is a current love situation or finding love or just finding what makes you feel good, as far as, creative or just makes you happy in an emotional sense. And since you are a water sign too, this is just kind of could be what makes you feel happy in general, because Queen of Cups is also water. Again, this is not necessarily gender specific. The Queen to me is just more about the feelings that are, I believe, missing, and you're contemplating it already. So I feel like there's already, because two of the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is something you're already working on. Definitely. It's not a surprise to you if you're watching this and you go, yep, I'm definitely trying to figure out either how to bring love into your life or how to create happiness into your life. And again, the Hangman tells me that you are in a position of looking at it. However, too, the frustrating part of that is that you're in the Hangman mode. So that means that sometimes when we're in that mode, we just feel very stagnant. We don't feel like anything's moving forward. However, to me, the Hangman is kind of an action-oriented card, because it's saying that you're taking the time out for a reason. You know that you have to figure this out. And then your blocks, again, figuring it out. So your blocks are the Page of Swords and the Moon, and to me the Page of Swords is saying one of the blocks is that you feel like you should have ideas. You feel like you should know what to do. Again, this Page of Swords is a block. So, and this to me is an aha moment, but this is what's blocking you, is that you feel like you should know. You feel like you should have the skills or the knowledge or the something to move forward with this, because you're frustrated with that hangman position. And I feel like you really really are, yeah, I mean, but sometimes when we think we should know, that takes away our will and our willingness to learn more, because we feel like we should know. So the effort starts to go away. Also, I feel like you're in the dark. You just feel like you're in the dark. This moon card is a block, and I feel like because you can't see the answer, you're frustrated because you think you should, and it all kind of is coinciding. You think you should know the answer, but you don't, not yet, because the moon talks about things that we don't see, or things that are different as they seem to be, so they're not as they appear. So this is another thing, is that you're seeing that you don't have the answers, and you feel like you should, but that's the part you're not seeing, and that's blocking you from moving forward, because until you can say, no, I don't know the answer right yet, and I should be in this hangman mode because I don't know the answer, and this is something I don't feel like you should just, there's no speed cards here, like even in the actions there, it's not about, it's not about moving fast. Whatever you're doing here is just a time suck. It's just going to take some time. And I think that that's kind of what's blocking you, though. But if you feel like you do know, you should know, and you don't know, then that's just a frustration. Like that's just, you getting in your own head, and just, really, it leaves you from not moving forward. So your do I have all the cards here? Yes. So your fears and I put two cards over here. They're supposed to all go all the way down. I just don't have the room for that. So the fears and obstacles are Hermit and the Empress. So here's the fear. The fear to me is that you're never going to get out of this hangman mode, because the Hermit is, you feel like you're going to be alone for a long time. And that's a fear. Like you fear like, so this could definitely be love situation where you're looking for love, but nothing's happening, and you think you should know the answer, or you think you should have somebody, or you think you should have this person, whatever. But that fear is the Hermit, and you have this fear of being alone. You have this fear of being in this hangman mode forever. Like you're not going to be able to get out of it. And the obstacle is the Empress. So there is, I feel like it's almost someone that's either, this is you blocking your being an obstacle to yourself. Like you don't know how to get around this feeling of what you want in your life, this Queen of Cups, like this, you want this happiness, and you want to nurture it, but I feel like I feel like this Empress is almost a person that is in your life that could be blocking you. In other words, maybe they see things differently, or they're encouraging you one way and you feel like it should be a different way. It's kind of like that feeling. That's what I'm getting here. It's like someone's encouraging you to do something or be something that you aren't. And that's frustrating. So I feel like, that you're kind of in that mode here. Like, for one, the fear is I'm going to be in this mode forever, or I'm going to be alone forever. And my obstacle is there's someone in your way. It could definitely be the feeling of the Empress, wanting to nurture something, but I don't feel like that's the obstacle. I mean, that could be a feeling, but I don't think it's the obstacle. I really don't. But there's your fears and obstacles. So your next thing is your strengths, and this is odd. And I have to think about this for a hot second because the Nine of Swords being a strength, I almost feel like the times that you are in a stressful situation, or there's something about, honestly, I almost feel like there's something about your dreams that could help you here. So if you're having a lot of dreams that are about something, like, look into that. Like, what is it telling you? Like, I have a feeling that's kind of what it is. Because sometimes the Knight of Swords or the Nine of Swords is about nightmares, but I don't think this is nightmares. Again, this is your strength. And I think too, maybe in some cases for some people, you might be able to deal with stress well, or deal with a stressful situation. But I also think some people, I got dreams right away. So I think maybe pay attention to your dreams and what they're trying to tell you. Make notes, journal them, write them down. I mean, I heard the word dreams and I felt dreams. When I first laid it down, I thought dreams. So there's something with dreams here that might be able to be helpful. The other strength you have is that you are good at balancing things out, and you are good about the give and take of life. So there is something that to be said for being able to go, okay, yes, I'm in this mode. Yes, this is something I want. Yes, this is something I'm working on. But I know I have life, and I know I have a lot of things to balance and deal with. And this, because sometimes when we're working on one thing, we can tend to forget about other parts of our lives. And when we do that, we're so over focused that the rest of our life, the other parts of our lives can go to crap. So being able to balance helps you kind of like move on and live the other areas of your life well. And I think that is definitely good. I think there's a huge frustration here. I'm not going to say any different, but I think your strength allows you to do the day to day and not give up on the rest of your life because of this one area. You're still working hard, you're still taking care of your home, you're still doing the things that you have to do. However, you are missing some kind of joy or love. And love can be a big term here. That can be, again, so doing something creative, doing something you love, having something you love in your life, whether it's a person, place, or thing, it doesn't matter. But that's what's missing here. So I think that, this tells us that, you are stable in the sense that you're keeping things stable, which is good because we can get over focused. And I think that is definitely a huge strength. The Nine of Swords has me baffled a little bit, but I did hear the word dreams. And sometimes our dreams do kind of give us an inkling into things. Just, and sometimes they're obvious and sometimes they're not. There is a lot of dream books out there. I have one, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's more about the objects in the dream and what they mean. And sometimes it kind of doesn't make sense, and sometimes it makes complete total sense. So I think it depends on what the thing is. Your actions are Temperance and Justice, and these are both majors. So, and to me, they're actually not like these action-oriented cards. It's not like the Chariot, go do this, or the Fool, take a leap of faith. It's not that. This really is in your head type stuff. So the first action is to stay balanced and to keep the justice. Stay balanced. These are both balance cards. Actually, these are both balance cards. The justice is about physical balance, and the temperance is about emotional balance. And I think that because your strength is the Two of Pentacles, which also to me is about balance, that this is saying keep that balance. Keep the balance in all areas of your life. Stay emotionally stable. Stay physically stable. Keep don't lose track of, your home, your job, your family, whatever those things are that are important that you have to live on a day to day. Keep that going. I also believe that in an action, when I see justice, know that the things are going to work out. Like that's just kind of almost like the right thing happens, and it will happen. But two, with the temperance as an action, also understand that you can make things the way you want to make them. It's perspective too. You know, a lot of things that we deal with that we feel frustrated about or don't have, or that it's perspective. If we take a different look, or, and again, hangman, we can see these things differently and work through them differently. So, and the temperance is a little bit about alchemy as well. It can be a card of alchemy. So you can create what you need to create, and I think it's saying do that. But I think, like, there's this weird feeling of non-action when you're frustrated of the non-action, because there is still no action in any of these cards that are saying do this, go out. I do feel like, though, this is something that you've been working on not only for a while, but I feel like too this is a frustration about something not coming to fruition that you're expecting to come to fruition. So this could all be about that as well. Like something that you've started that's just not moving. You feel like you've done all the right things. You feel like you know what's going on. You feel like you should have all the answers. You feel like it should be moving forward. But the strengths are that you do have the ability to do that. And this tells me too that you just have to keep staying consistent, staying balanced, staying true to yourself, staying true to the situation, and staying true to the rest of your life, like the other areas of your life. And I think that, you really, that's, it's just going to take time. And a lot of these readings are frustrating because they are just about taking time. But the idea of doing these kind of readings to hear someone else talk about something that makes sense to you, then you know that, what, you're okay being in hangman mode, even though it's a fear, of staying there. You won't, you're moving forward because your outcome is the King of Pentacles. And that means if you're looking for love, there's stability on its way, or whatever you're working on here is going to give you stability, and how you're handling it is going to give you stability no matter how frustrated you are with it, because the King of Pentacles is all about that. He has what he needs. He's stable. And I just really feel like that's what, is happening here. And you just need to know that things will be okay. Just keep up the work. And this is like in the near, like, these are I feel like these are current. It's in the now. So this is something that you're working on in the now. And I don't feel like we're looking at 8 months down the road. I feel like this is, pretty recent stuff. So this outcome is not, again, 8 months down the road. It would be more 1 or 2 months down the road, but still continue to work on it, because you will have the stability, I think, almost to keep working on this. I don't think this is an instant answer situation. I don't think that you're going to come up with something in a day or two and be hunky-dory, although it's frustrating you to no end. But, you will work through it. And the good thing is that your strength is the Two of Pentacles, so you're keeping those things around you in balance, and you have balance, and you know that you can't give everything to one area of your life all of the time. Not that you can't focus on an area in any given time, but not 100% all of the time, because then you lose track of where you're at in other areas. So Cancer, that is your personal growth reading for end of April into May, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Comment, hit the like button, do all of those wonderful things, and I hope you have a beautiful day.